Good morning, boys and girls. Today we are going to talk about measuring elapsed time across an hour. Okay, so we've been working on from 7 to 8 or 7:15 to 7:30. Now we're going to talk about across the hour. Okay, let's look at this first example because there's two different ways you can solve these problems. I'm going to show you both ways. The first way is using a clock. So our question says, find the elapsed time between 7:45 a.m. and 8:12 a.m. Okay, so you can either draw a clock, or if you have a clock in your house to help you, you can use that as well. So our first step is to draw the starting time. So if this clock wasn't filled in already, I would draw my time 7:45 on the clock, which they've done for us. Then we're going to mark our ending time, which would be 8:12, which is what this dotted line right here is. Okay, so we need to get from 7:45 right here to 8:12 right here. So I'm going to count by fives because every big number is going by fives. So I'm going to start with my 9. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And this is in between 2 and 3, so I'm going to count by ones. Okay, 25, 26, 27. 27 is where that dotted line ends. So I'm going to write that in this box right here. So the elapsed time between 7:45 and 8:12 is 27 minutes. Okay? So you can either use a clock and count until you get to your end time, or the other way is using a number line. Okay? This is one of my favorites, but either way, whichever way is easier for you, you do that. Okay? So using a number line, we're going to use our same time, 7:45 to 8:12. So on our number line, if this was blank, we would mark 7:45 our starting time. And it looks like they're going by 15 minutes, but we could also go by fives or tens. And I'll kind of show you another example with that in a minute. Okay, so we plot our starting time first, then we count our minutes to get to our end time. Okay, so from 7:45 to 8 o'clock, that is 15 minutes. Then from 8 to 8:12 is 12 minutes. So we need to add together 15 plus 12. Okay? You may be able to do this in your head, but if not, it's always good to work it out just to make sure you get the right answer anyways. 5 plus 2 is 7. 1 plus 1 is 2. So we got 27 minutes. So either way, if you use the clock or the number line, you should get the same number. Okay, the same elapsed time when you're using 7:45 a.m. to 8:12. Let's do two examples that they don't help us with. All right, so number one, we're going to use a clock. So we have our start time is 3:55. So I'm going to mark 3:55 on my clock, which the 11 is 55. Then I'm going to mark it over here in between the 3 and 4 because it's almost 4 o'clock, but not quite. Okay, then our end time, I'm going to use a different color just so you can see. I'm going to mark 4:41, where we should end up, which is right over here by the 8. Okay, because this is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and 41. Okay. All right. Let me see if I can zoom this in so that it's easier for you to see. 1 second. Okay. Let me make my blue a little darker for you. All right. So we need to count from 3:55, this 11, all the way around to 4:41, which would end right here. Okay. All right. So I'm going to do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46. Okay, so we have 46 minutes from 3:55 to 4:41. Okay, on your work, you can either draw a clock like this and count by fives, or you can also do a number line. The number line, we're going to start at 10:40 a.m. So I'm going to plot that on my number line right here. 10:40. Okay, and we need to get to 11:19. So, what's an easy number you can count by? If we start with 10:40, yeah, I'm going to count by tens. That kind of seems a little easier to me. So next I'm going to plot 10:50. Then I'm going to plot 11 o'clock. Then I'm going to plot 11:10. And then I'm going to plot 11:20. But we need to get to 19. So right here, we can count by ones if you want. 11, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay? All right. So now we need to count our number line. So from 10:40 to 10:50, this is 10 minutes. So I'm going to add a plus 10. Okay? From 10:50 to 11, this is 10 minutes. So plus 10. Then 11 to 11:10 is plus 10 minutes. Then we need to get to 9. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's plus 9 minutes, okay? Now let's add all this up. 10 plus 10 plus 10 is 30. Okay, if you didn't know that, it's okay to come to the side and add it all up. You can always do that as well, which we know 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1 is 3 and 0. Okay, then we're going to add 9 to that. 30 plus 9 is 39. So from 10:40 a.m. to 11:19 a.m., it is 39 minutes. So on your work, you can either use the clock method or the number line method, okay? Or you can use both to make sure you get the right answer. Either way is just fine. Good luck!